All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Let's go, let's go! Ready? Y'all waiting? 58, come on. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
Now a play fake. Brees. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
You're good, you're good. That's full, ready.
From the gun, it's Brees. He finds Latavius Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Delta. Check my 47.
Foles. They'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go! Yeah. 1-1. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, wahoo! 58, come on. Hey. 130,
Now Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Yo. 56 to Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Keep it up.
Here's Foles. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
5-8, 58, come on. Kill.
Here's Murray. The tackle made by Austin Calitro.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Whoa. Check 80 weapons. You got tape.
On the delay, this is Murray. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Yes. I got you, son. 27, Mike. Mike, 27. 2 left.
2nd and 11. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, Here we go. 47's the Mike, boy.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Let's go, D. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Easy, opposite.
Play action. Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking downfield for Dez Bryant. 30 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Jaguars take over
That's it,
first
baby.
and 10
We gonna work.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, silver. Easy.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
You must be dreaming. At 58, Alpha.
58 to Mike.
From the 29, Foles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. We're waiting. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, see? You're 21.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze going with a screen for Murray. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
You got it.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down, Saints.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Kill.
They run with Murray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's Murray running right. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
He's not going to get me.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Who that?
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now it's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
On first and 10, here's Brees. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Into the red zone, it's Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brees going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Hey, let's go. Great. You ain't got nothing.
2nd and 10. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
5.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, now Breeze. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A run, it's Murray. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Breeze now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch.
Hey, go. Down, go. Here go.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Ready.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Breeze now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check. Bound to lose one. Kill.
Again, it's Murray. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 1, Breeze flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. There's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team. That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. He's checking, he's checking.
On third down, Murray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Here we go.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Defense all day, all day.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day, every day, any day.
Here's Smallwood. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, it's Murray. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a second down run for Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calais Campbell on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, it's Murray. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for New Orleans, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver.